Gothamites, how's it going? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to the Gotham Q&A Part 2. And if you haven't seen Part 1, it's in the description. Always expand the description box, guys, because there's stuff in there. Some people don't even know I have a Discord server. Was that you? Was that you in the background there? Come on, join us in the Discord. Grab a cup of coffee, grab some popcorn, grab whatever munchies you got. Maybe listen to this as a podcasty kind of thing. Maybe you want to see me. I don't know, but there's not really going to be any photos in this video, guys. There's a bunch of crap going on with WBTV claiming content creators' videos just like mine, even when there's not even a single photo in it, so I do not want to attempt it at the minute. Hope you guys don't mind. I know I'm a lot on Facecam anyway, but yeah, this is the way it's going to be until things hopefully change. I might talk more about that in a separate video, but what I want to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description to DJ Eric's or Eric's Reloaded's tweet that goes thoroughly through it. He does a great job of explaining it, and if you guys are interested in hearing about all of that, as I said, check out the link to the tweet in the description to his Twitter page where he has a bunch of videos explaining what's going on. But as always, everybody watching this video, I'd really appreciate if you left a like, left a comment. For all I know, this video will get claimed. That means it might be blocked on certain platforms in certain countries and stuff, so it really helps out when you guys take part. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on with this Q&A. So for once, I actually posted to Twitter for you guys to get involved with this, and the first question comes from Amanda Forward from Twitter, and she says, she asks, what are your background theories on Ecco? Well, I was going to save this for a video, and I still am, but I don't have it all nailed down to a page at the minute. So my theories on Ecco is that Gotham could actually be doing something unique with her. I don't necessarily think that is Harleen Quinzel. She's definitely a proto Harley Quinn, aka a lot of people don't actually know what that means. It literally just means prototype, the first or the earliest version of something like that. So 100% nah, it couldn't be any more abundantly obvious. They could be actually doing something new. I really hope they don't address the whole Jeremiah isn't the Joker thing canonically in season 5. So fans, as Cameron Monaghan tweeted out, could decide that they see him as Gotham's Joker, so therefore this could be his Harley. But as for that, I'm gonna have to save this for a video because right now I can't really pin it down. Apart from that, hopefully we're going to get more development from her next season. Hopefully she will be showing a lot more Harley Quinn traits, earliest form of, and there's nothing wrong with Gotham creating a completely new origin or like character story for a Harley-esque character, because you will get people all the time saying, but that's not how Harley Quinn was in the comics. She was a psychiatrist called Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Arkham doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Second question is from G Fallow 4563, and he asks me, do you think Warner Brothers should just let Jeremiah be the Joker? Yes. Nothing more to be said than that. Next question on Twitter again comes from Angela, but there's another thing attached to it. I just included it because I feel like this is going to be a quick answer for me. Angela Batcat says, where did 5 brackets close brackets Bruce's clone go? I'm not really entirely sure, so this is where we have to use comic book logic. I believe, do not quote me on this, someone would let us know in the comments down below because I can't look it up from the top of my head right now. My memory bank isn't as amazing as people may think it is with Gotham. But I think he got in that car and he got driven away by the Court of Owls to be used one day kind of thing. You know how characters sometimes disappear on shows and then they can come back later and later seasons, but as we're not getting later seasons of Gotham, we probably might not see him. But yeah, comic book logic, whatever you want to see him be used as in the future, I can see it being a kind of, if you've read the Court of Owls or the City of Owls, and there was that character who came back as this Talon, but who was kind of Bruce's friend in the arc during it. I can see that kind of story happening. But as for the many voices, this is something I wanted to include with it because he asks, does he become Tommy Elliot, aka Hush, in the comics? If not, will we ever see Tommy Elliot? Pre-Hush. We already have, my friend. I don't know if you watched Gotham Season 4, but Tommy Elliot, I think he's been introduced in earlier seasons, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Season 1. But then we saw him again. He was recast as the guy. Do you remember when Bruce was going on his quote-unquote teenage angst, quoting the producers there? And then, like, he had that kind of posh, like, quiff-looking, dark-haired bloke. His name was Tommy Elliot, so basically only had like 1 or 2 episodes, very cameo-y, showed no traits really apart from a bit of like jealousy with Bruce at first, and then Bruce got all like, you know, defensive, and you know what I mean. But he's already been in this season. Maybe YouTube it, you might find a clip or something. Piet de Boer asks, who do you enjoy more, Jerome or Jeremiah? I think I might have a YouTube question I saved for this later as well. But honestly, it's too early to tell. Preliminary, I would have to say even though this isn't fair, this is why I don't really want to answer it. It's like, of course I enjoyed Jerome. We've had 4 seasons with him. He's the kind of goofy Joker that I love, like the he ha 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 kind of, you know what I mean. But it's really, really premature to say this to compare them, because Jeremiah's only been in several episodes, and you know, I do dig his Joker. It was very Dark Knight Returns Joker. I've said that 1,000 times. So, you know, if we add 4 seasons worth of this bloke, then I could say very much so that it could be Jeremiah. So I really don't like answering that question. Not that it's a bad question. I'm just saying I personally don't think that I can accurately answer it. Kevin O'Comedy asks me, do you think that they wasted Ra's al Ghul's character, and shouldn't he have been able to foresee his death and when he saw the cataclysmic event, or prior to being stabbed? I don't think they wasted him. I think the casting was perfect, but the writing was not in many, many ways, but it was sometimes. But I also see the bright sides of it. For example, writing of Bad is like Barbara and him kissing, and that just going nowhere, you know, like sleeping together and like being a bit of a hookup. It's like, why include it? It was just a bit cringy. And then with Ra's al Ghul's death, I thought that was really cool. But the thing is, I can't see Ra's al Ghul coming back again. So for all we know in this Gotham universe, that is all that Ra's al Ghul served. Like, that was his only purpose. But I kind of thought it was still poetic in the writing, and how, you know, just as he was dying, he grabbed Bruce and he made him. And the whole final episodes with Ra's al Ghul, or during that season, once he realized and got reincarnated not out of his own choice, but then he was just like, right, I need Bruce to realize that he's going to be a Dark Knight of Gotham after he's had his vision. And his final words was like grabbing Bruce, like saying, now you must choose, blah, blah, blah. His whole life was given to be basically driving Bruce to be the Dark Knight, the guy that he saw in his vision. I liked that, but at the same time, that's it for his character. As I said, if he came back again, it would just be like, you're bringing him back again? Like, for real? So yeah, I do think that they slightly wasted his character. However, I do see the bright sides, and I thought some of it was cool, but yeah, you know, like, there's lots of cool Ra's al Ghul stories that could have been used in the future as well. Like, it would have been more cool if, I don't know, something bad happened and then, like, he just effed off for, like, a few seasons, if we were to ever get more seasons kind of thing, before season 5 was the 5th and final season. Then Ra's al Ghul would be out there somewhere. He still gave Bruce his purpose, like in season 4. And then, you know, we would be looking forward to seeing him again one day. And like in other Batman tales, they could adapt to this show. But no, he's gone. And if he came back, as I said, he'd be done. Chiefella4563 says, thoughts on the hashtag let Gotham use Joker. Admirable, but unfortunately, in my opinion, like, bold, in my opinion, not gonna happen. They're not gonna do it, unfortunately. But, you know, it's admirable. But Jimmy asks me your thoughts about Professor Pig. Do you really think he died from getting shot by Sophia? No. No, I don't. They made a big deal of that titanium platey kind of thing, and Sophia got shot in the goddamn head. Like, he's not dead. Sorry, it's just like, I find it so fucking stupid if he was actually dead. Like, come on. Like, there's so much more with that character that they could do in Gotham. Unfortunately, we're not probably going to get it, but if you can envision how Gotham could go in the future, and Michael Cerverus bringing the pig back, and Dollartrons and everything still to come. But no, Gotham just did it differently and killed him there and then. No, refuse to believe that, guys. Okay, moving to YouTube questions. 020 Arnor asks, if you could pick one character beside Batman to join in Season 5, hero or villain, who would it be and why? I'm going to answer this again for another question. But yeah, it honestly would have been Harvey Dent if we got a full season order. Because I could really imagine them dedicating a whole series arc to him, like, being the lawyer in the city in the first half, but then, like, you know, stuff sieving out of his personality, and then second half he's declining, and then he becomes Two-Face. But not gonna happen. So that would have been cool, but yeah. Red Eric 101 asked me, will Jeremiah ever laugh like a psycho? They might give that to us in season 5, but for some reason my gut is telling me not to count on it. Maybe because of that crack that he showed when the bridges blew up right at the end, and that was the last time we saw of him. Like, you know, this look, that was the last, maybe. But I think they definitely wanted to differentiate Jeremiah from Jerome. As I said, Dark Knight Returns kind of style. However, that doesn't mean that character in the Dark Knight Returns, even though he's a very similar demeanor and personality wise approach as Jeremiah, he laughed a bit crazy. So I feel like that's definitely to come, but it was so immediate after Jerome that they didn't want him to be like hee hee ha 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 hoo hoo kind of thing, you know. So maybe. As I said, I feel like all of this stems upon if they're really, really, really intelligent, and they do not mention the fact that John Stevens says that the Valeska twins are, sorry, the Joker out there, this guy out there, is inspired by the Valeska twins. So therefore, like, you know, they can make Jeremiah more jokery, not mention that he's an inspiration, so therefore we can kind of retcon it in our heads for Jeremiah to actually be Gotham's Joker forevermore. Stranger Wizard 7 asks, do you think they should make a Batman series after season 5? It could be like on a new DC streaming service. Personally, guys, I know this upsets some people, but we all have our opinion. We respect it. You like hamburgers. I like bacon in my burgers, kind of thing. You may not agree with that, but we're different. So I personally wouldn't like a David Mazouz Batman series unless it was incredibly kind of done in like a 0-year kind of approach and it carried on from there. And I know that's what you're going to say. Yeah, but that's what we're saying, Boba. But still, I just think if a Batman series was going to be made, it should be like the Netflix shows, with like, the Punisher and Daredevil more accurately. That is what they need to get on. They need to stop appealing to a CWE kind of audience, even though obviously that was blasphemy almost for me to say, because Fox does do a very much darker good job, but they're still not like Daredevil. I don't know, do you remember season 1, Wilson Fisk like slamming that guy's head in the freaking car door, and the Punisher? I feel like the Batman, if they were really to take their chances out of the movie universe and thought, we could look at what they're doing on the Marvel series, we could do this, but with Bruce Wayne as the Batman. That would be where it should be, not like them carrying on the Gotham universe's Batman. That's just my opinion. I love Gotham, but yeah, that's the way it is for me. But sorry, I kind of went on a little tangent there. Do I think they should make a Batman series? I really don't know where I stand on that. Maybe? I don't know. Akash Chandra asks me, who do you think should be the ultimate villain for season 5? What about Sophia Falcone, baby? This was the question I was on about earlier. I thought it should have been, Harvey Dent. But we still might get that in the way, but I'll discuss it in another video. But who should I think should be the ultimate villain? Nobody in particular. Bruce should just be, and Jim should be fighting the fact that, god damn it, like we're now in Batman's playground. Villains have got sectors of the city. It couldn't be more beautiful of a climate for Bruce to tackle multiple people. So I don't think anyone should be particularly in the spotlight, not even Penguin, as much as I love him. But the fact that this is an effing disaster, so I think it should be like almost like a Legion of Horribles situation. Don't forget that Jeremiah's out there, so I think it should be get your paintbrush, dip it in each color, and splat it on the freaking canvas. That should be the ultimate villain, or villains plural. What about Sophia Falcone? She should stay in a coma, unless that theory about Mother is true, and how Sophia did have an orphanage, and that's how she's Mother, and then there's an orphan in there. But I don't know about that theory. I think that is kind of cool in a way, but Sophia Falcone, god damn it. I really liked Crystal Reed, actually. I was excited about it coming to Gotham season 4, and I liked a bit of her at the beginning, but then she just she dragged. That's just me. Seda asks me, do you think that they will make Selina become paralyzed like Oracle, or have her paralyzed like a portion of it and then bounce back into action? I've discussed this a million times, but I think if we would have got 22 episodes, then that would have happened. They would have given her, despite her still coming Catwoman one day, she would have got out of it. They would have, with Bruce becoming more like Batman in season 5, if let's just assume for a minute we got 22 episodes, they would have had Selina. I think they might have given us the Thomas Wayne Batcave. I think they might have had her help him out over comlinks kind of thing with, Lucius Fox kind of gear. It would have, I don't know how much I would have digged that, but then she would have got a little bit better. Maybe Lucius Fox would have sorted that out, but now we're only getting 10 to 13 rumored episodes. I've said confirmed before, but that's only because Cameron Bicondova said on Instagram, live stories, whatever you want to say, however you want to describe that it would be 10. That is what she's been told. Obviously, she's an actor. She's knows, contractually how many episodes she's going to film as an actress. Sorry, I said actor, actress. I know people get triggered by that, but it's just you know. But yeah, I don't know what more to say about that. So yeah, I think they're going to fast forward it. I think if there might be even more of a dramatic time jump just so she does heal. I definitely think that was on board in the writer's room, though, to make her paralyzed for a few episodes. But they're definitely going to fast forward it. They don't want her to sit around all season. You know, that would be the last season and underusing the character quite a lot. So yeah. Not going to happen as much, if at all, I think. Insane Psycho Productions asks me, Boba, how would you feel if season 5 ended with a tease of the Batman, but it cuts to black and there's a shot of a man in the moonlight walking away from Arkham, and it ends with him laughing? Just a thought. This is what I've said. I've said this so many times. I can seriously imagine them, even though they're not allowed to use the Joker, they might get the green light to do a silhouette-y kind of thing, in a way that you've said, the moonlight kind of thing. And then there's this guy, I don't know, even though it's a bit shitty, you know, with the inspiration kind of thing, who's like, when he has like a freaking murder board looking thing of Jeremiah and Jerome, and he's like, yeah, putting makeup on his face kind of thing. Who knows? Or putting a red hood on, or like he's a failed comedian. I don't know. They probably won't give us much, but that would be a really cool thing. However, even though I never liked this Once Upon a Time, that clone theory from the start of season 2, when he, oh god, my brain's flying. But you remember when we saw the Jerome-esque character going out? That would make more sense if this guy has no memory. He was cloned in Indian Hill, and he's another Jerome-looking guy, identical, because he's a freaking clone. He wasn't going to die for an exploration kind of thing like some of the other clones did or whatever. And he did get inspired by Jerome and Jeremiah, because he's thinking, these two guys look just like me. They're all like Joker-esque. They're, you know, because they're meant to be the inspirations for the Joker that, as John Stevens said, is the canon of Gotham. So I wouldn't mind as much, even though I want Jeremiah to obviously be the Joker, if the guy who's out there, as they've stated officially, who is taking inspiration from both Jeremiah and Jerome, and maybe another guy, if there's another guy to come along in a few years' time, but we're not going to see, if that guy was that clone. Because he wouldn't have any background, he wouldn't have an identity, it would be completely brilliant in that way. It'd be a nice patch up. So maybe if we're lucky, they might give us that very quick, I can imagine 12-second clip teaser, like, you know, the camera's panning around the edge of the door. That would have taken up 4 seconds already, and then, like, I don't know, we're seeing this guy, and we might see Monahan, or like the clone, or God forbid he's in that freaking bathrobe still from season 2. You know what I mean? That would be the only way to fix it for fans, I think, if they did decide to actually shove it in our face still that the Valeska twins are nothing but inspirations to the guy who'll become the Joker. So Connor Shaw asks me, where do you think you would place Jeremiah in your villain ranking? Or do you think that is too soon to properly place him? Keep up the great work. Thank you, Connor. I honestly, as I mentioned earlier, think it's way too early to place him in my villain ranking. More accurately, I think... the more accurate question I'm asking myself here is maybe I could do that in a, you know, season 4 villains top 10 updated list or something. But I would still, like, he's only not been in, I don't know. Yeah, as I just said, but I can't think of that off the top of my head. So yeah, a bit not fair, really, and a bit not fair. But maybe I would be doing another top 10 video. I know how much people love top 10s, but yeah. We'll see. Jen Chavez, a patron of mine, amazing mod in the streams, asks me, will Selina be angry that Bruce stayed in Gotham? Only if, you know, because the whole romancy kind of thing that they built up towards the Batcatty stuff that happened at the end of the season, she might be like, when she wakes up, depends if they skip this, because as I said, 22 episodes, I could have imagined this happening, but now they might not. She might have asked Alfred saying, where's Bruce? And then he's like, oh, yeah, he stayed, Master B stayed behind in Gotham kind of thing. And then she's like, oh, but like, you know, really she's butthurt inside kind of thing, because she's like, oh, I wanted him to be here for me. But maybe she might understand at the same time. But I think, yeah, she would, you know, knowing Bruce, she knows Bruce more than a lot of people other than Alfred, that is in his nature. So I don't think she would be annoyed. I think if anything, she'd want to get back to Gotham and get better to help Bruce. This question's from Jen again. I'm really interested in what Strange is going to do with Lee and Riddler. Hopefully he makes them forget the whole lame romance of season 4 and unleashes the full-blown Riddler. Yeah, definitely agree with the romance thing. Didn't like it. Just no. No. But yeah, as for the Riddler, the fact that 0 Year is going to be the adapted arc, apparently so, and the Riddler was a big part of the Batman 0 Year New 52 story. They might really like kind of hype him up. Maybe I don't know how, make him super intelligent. Maybe, even though he's already intelligent. But please don't Grundify him or Indian Hill chemicalize, him or freaking Lee. That would just be... I think fans would be really not happy with that at all. Harry Potter asks me, do you think that Jerome will stay as the Joker? I think that he is a perfect one. Well, unpopular opinion, but factual opinion here, he's not the Joker in Gotham's canon. So will he stay as it? I just repeat what I said before. If they don't force that story inspiration-wise down our throats in season 5, then sure, like in your head, decide that Jeremiah is your Joker. But since we're not getting more seasons, you can easily just say that he is. That's the only way, though, unfortunately. But do I think that do I think that he will stay as a Joker? I don't know. It's so unpredictable with the Gotham producers and what they want to include in their story. It really is. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Ace Tattoo Drama asks me, are we going to get the Batsuit? Apparently so. They're not leaving anything out this season. So apparently so. Flicks with Joe asks, do you think Fox will order 3 more episodes if we view the first few enough? I need at least 13 episodes, not a measly 10. Great video as always, Boba. Thank you, my friend. Or videos. It's possible. Like, in theory, yeah. If you got like 4 million people, which isn't going to happen, unfortunately, like, then they would think, oh my god, then we need to keep this up. Danny, Cannon, shoot some stuff. But I don't think we are, guys. I don't think it's been officially confirmed, official revealed, hashtag revealed, confirmed, question mark, exclamation mark, as 10 episodes, as 13. But, it probably is 10, 13. As I said, Cameron Bicondova said 10. Pretty sure that's half what reliable, as I mentioned earlier. But will we get more if it's popular enough? Then, as you said, a measly 10. Possibly. But I wouldn't. Please don't hold your breath, because you're only setting yourself up for disappointment. However, you can be optimistic, definitely. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes people, when they see me comment stuff like this, you're like, Bob, you're being too negative. It's like, no, I really don't think I am. I'm just, I don't know. Being what Ryan Ainscough, how do you think they'll end the last episode of the show? For example, the ending shot could be of Bruce in the Batsuit or something like that. P.S. Love your videos, man. Thank you, Ryan. I love you too, my friend. Whatever you do in your life. Well, I think they're doing the last episode of the show. As you said, possibly ending shot of Bruce in the Batsuit, Smallville kind of style. There could be a possible montage of villains like Harvey Dent becoming Harvey Dent in a very montagey, accelerated way. The reason why they might do this in time jump wise is because unless it's a very newbie 0 year kind of way, they can pull it off in a good newbie way. If you know what I mean by Batman's armor in 0 year, rather than if you play the Arkham Knight video game and you have all these completely plated kind of stuff on a 18 year old David Mazouz, who would be 18 by the time they're filming this episode. But you know what I mean, he's not proper, like, he would need to put on like 30 pounds of muscle. It's not gonna happen. So that's why I think they might do a time jump, kind of do a cool thing with his face, or a bit of a body double kind of thing. But I don't know. I definitely think they could do a newbie thing. So that's why they might not do a time jump. If they did, then yeah, we might see an acceleration of villains we have yet to be seen. Whether they're recast, whether they're kind of like stand-in actors from a distance, I don't know. I have a video coming out on that in coming months. Hopefully sooner. But I mean, we've got quite a while till Gotham, so yeah. Yeah. But that, everybody, I think I've answered like 20 questions in this video, is everything I have to say. Let me know what you think of everything I've said in this video. Discuss in the comments down below. Let's really start a conversation about, what I said in the video, some of the questions, like talk to each other about what I said or what you think opinion-wise and some of the stuff that might happen in Season 5. There's so many things to discuss, as there's quite a bit of, well, there's a lack of kind of news and stuff like that. Anyway, everybody, I would really, really appreciate it if you hit that like button, shared this video with your friends, shared it on Twitter, any social media, and left a comment. It really helps out, especially with the current shitstorm that is YouTube at the minute, whether that's demonetization, whether that's demonetization through people like WBTV falsely claiming videos. As I said, check out the link in my description, what DJ Eric had to say about that. He kind of highlights it. I might make a video separately on it. Now is the time more than ever to support your favorite creators. Not saying I'm your favorite creator, but it's stupid. Making DC content, you get claimed, even if it's 100% face cam like this, It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know. I'm not going to go on about it, but it's just annoying. I could spend a couple of hours to 3 hours editing a video like this, or, you know, maybe not a video like this, but even more, and I might not get a single penny for my effort where I would have. And no, it's not all about the money. It's like it will crush channels like this. They will prohibit on mobile platforms, certain countries, when they have absolutely no goddamn right to. And now if we want to appeal it, we can't. They just, whereas before they were like, oh crap, he's right. Now they just say no. And if you appeal that, you get a strike on your channel, 3 strikes, and your channel's deleted. So it's like, what do we do? What do we do? Anyway, guys, that's the reason why I'm really asking for interaction. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully, if you're new to this channel, you'll subscribe for more videos like this. And if you are a subscriber, make sure you have that bell button on so you do not miss out on notifications. Other than that, guys, check out the description box. I have Discord server, I have a Patreon. I want to say thank you to my Patreon members as always. Maybe you want to pledge to the channel, help fuel the content that I create a little bit more, and turn for some rewards like this. Come and get a freaking BobaTalks. I'm really plugging right now, but a BobaTalks postcard. This is all going to be, I send it to you wherever you are in the world. That's a certain tier on my Patreon, so you know you don't just pledge for nothing. But other than that, guys, social media is popping up. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.